Hello, everyone, again. Samuel Ellie here for the Levite School of Music. Thank you so much again for subscribing. We have another chord progression. This time we're going to be putting together five chords with another idea that we've learned in one of the previous lessons. So let's get right to our progression. Again, if you have any comments or any suggestions, any songs that you'd like to learn, please let me know. Again, I would love to make that a lesson for you. Again, I'm here to serve you, to help you develop in your gift of playing. Let's get right to the lesson. Here we go. All right, so our chord progression for this lesson is again in root position, and pretty soon we're going to be moving away from root position, but for now it's always important to learn everything in its root position, in its main position, so that later on when we introduce new ideas, you know where I'm going with it. Once you know the root position, again, it's going to be a 1 or a C, a D minor or a 2. At the bottom, you'll see the Roman numeral, a G or a 5, an E minor or a 3, an A minor or a 6th, and again, we return back to a D minor or a 2, a G, a 5, and a C, a 1. And if you notice, we have the 2-5-1 ending. The last three chords was part of our one of our lessons, the 2-5-1 progression. So we're actually developing and adding new chords to the ideas, and also bringing back some ideas that we've already presented in our previous lesson. Don't forget that our intervals come from knowing what the first note is, and that is C. If we know what 1 is, we kind of follow along and find out the rest of the chords. So again, just to go over the intervals, to go over the progression, is starting on C. We have a C, which is 1, 2 is D, 5, of course, G, 3, E minor, 6 is A minor, which is A, starts on A, back to 2, which is D, 5, G, and back to 1. Okay, so I just want to make sure you understand how those numbers at the bottom, that Nashville number system, is developing. 1, 2, right next to it, and then 5, starting from C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5, and then we go to 3 from C. 1, 2, 3, which is E. Then we go to 6th, which is A minor, from C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then we go back to the 2, which is right next to the C. 1, 2. And we go to the 5, which is G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then finally we end on C. So in this progression, we start on C, we end on C. Okay, let's go ahead and build our chord like we already know how to do, using the right fingerings, 1, 3, and 5. So this is a C. We go to the D minor, right next to it. We go to 5G. We go to E minor for 3. We go to A minor for 8. Interval of 6th. We go to D minor for 2nd. And we go to 5 for G. And we end on 1. So let's go ahead and do that in 4/4. 4 quarter notes. 1, 2, 3. D minor. We move to G. E minor. A minor, 6th. D minor, 2. G is a 5th. And a C. I'm going to use the octaves like we've done in our previous lessons with our left hand. We're going to use our thumb, which will be C3, and our pinky, C2. Those will be our octaves. We get the word octave meaning 8. So from C to C, there are 8 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And let's go ahead and always the bass, the left hand is going to follow the first note of each chord. So in this instance, we're hitting a C. The first note is a C. So our octaves are going to be hitting C. Left hand. Here we go. D minor. Here's G. E minor. A minor. D minor. And G. And then we end on C. Okay. Just so that you can see my fingers do it, we're going to do exactly the same thing again. C is first, again. Thumb, pinky, left hand, C and C, and the C chord. Here we go. D minor, moves to G, down to E minor, moves up to A minor, D minor, G, and we end on C. All right. So there is our new chord progression. Hopefully you will practice those. It's a little bit more added chords, so it might take a little bit more time to practice those particular chord progressions. Again, I think with some time you'll be able to move from one chord to another smoothly, and keep practicing those. Listen, this is Samuel Elliott here for the Levite School of Music, and thank you again for subscribing. And again, any ideas that you may have, any songs you want me to show you and you'd like to learn, I'm here again to serve you. Thank you again, and see you next time.